Hello, everybody. It's Stout Sunday. Well, more accurately, Stout and Porter Sunday, Porter and Stout Sunday, where we examine various porters and stouts. This is the Stout Sunday of January 16th, 2022.
Hello, Mr. Terrio. How are you?
I'm fine. Jean Pierre. I'm in Louisiana. Hold on a second. I know who this is. Hold on.
And hello, everyone, for Stout Sunday. As Jay has mentioned, I am John Henderson Pierre. And welcome. I have a beer I'm going to bring out. Right now, I'm making some breakfast. Slept kind of late. But as you well know, there's a storm in Georgia that's supposed to be heading our way, or it hasn't headed our way already. The power went out last night, and I'm looking at my kitchen right now. The clock is flashing, so that means the power had gone out while I was asleep. So, but I have a porter today. I am drinking, and that porter is Founder's Porter, is what I'm consuming this morning.
Oh, sorry, that was David Garlapede, my sometimes reviewing partner, calling to tell me that he got a great deal. I said, I'm doing Stout Sunday. He says, all right, well, I got one thing to say. Star has the best deal on Buffalo Trace, a big handle bottle, the 1,750 milliliter bottle for $38.99.
Hey, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying this on air because everybody's going to run and buy it. But I mean, that's the reason the store is in business, to sell stuff. I have no plans to buy it anytime soon, but so he was very excited about that. Okay, anyway, so I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews, and Jean-Pierre is the Beverage Ramble in very sunny, warm, beautiful Georgia. So here's what I've got. I've got a beer called Rally Cap. Put on my rally.
That looks good.
Put on my Rally Cap. Rally Cap. Ballpark Breakfast. An imperial stout, or I'm sorry, a sweet stout, but it's still imperial, with maple syrup, cinnamon, and vanilla. Maple syrup, cinnamon, and vanilla. So this is guaranteed to rot your teeth out. All right, now, it's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm not going to bother showing the website because they don't really show anything. It's not listed on their website. It's listed on Untappd. They have a contract with Untappd to list their stuff, and all it does is list the name, what I just told you. So I'm not going to bother showing that. But I am going to put on this list. When other people join this morning, we'll add their stuff. Let's see. So Ballpark Breakfast, 8%. You've got Founder's Porter, and that is 6%. I think John's cleaning the house now for some reason in the middle of Stout Sunday. All right. Tommy decided to vacuum in the middle of Stout Sunday. Okay. Which is a little strange. Okay. I said you decided to clean the house in the middle of Stout Sunday, which is a little different, kind of a strange approach, but we'll go. All right. No, most people don't clean their house during a hang on. All right, let's see. 6.5, 45 IBUs. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Founder's Porter 6.5%. And then we got room for 8 other people if they want to join you all. Let me go post the link in the chat. In fact, that will make
I gotta look outside and see had the weather started already. I know when I was on my way home, leaving my brother's house last night, watching the Buffalo and New England game. It was a little some rain, a little not heavy rain, but a little bit of thing was coming down. So, and I was supposed to get up with John today, and I'm meet up with him before he makes his.
Oh move. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a wonderful competitive game last night.
I know. At least the early one was competitive.
New England really got the job done. Good morning, Ron and Jean. Sorry I couldn't host today. My bags are packed and I'm ready to go. That's a sorry excuse. We're not accepting it. But beyond that, you're welcome. John knows.
I'll talk with John. I'm going to give John a call and talk with him about.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice if y'all can get together. John knows I have a sense of humor that's both inappropriate and unacceptable. Now, but beyond that, it's a very nice sense of humor, except for the inappropriate, unacceptable aspects of it. Now, in all seriousness, and you know I'm always serious, I never joke around, except when I'm kidding. Like just now, kidding. Now, here is the ballpark breakfast. There's the back of the can. I'm sorry, the front, showing the baseball rally cap. It's ironic that they're so into baseball. That's their theme, you know, no funny animals, no superhero battles, nothing about the devil, like some of these companies. It's just baseball. Each can is a reference to baseball. This is ballpark breakfast. Ironically, Baton Rouge has no minor league baseball team. In fact, none of the whole state of Louisiana lost all of their minor league teams. There was a Baton Rouge minor league team called the River Bats, and they left because the city did not support them. I went to 2 games out there, and I mean, it was bad. They used to, instead of introducing the teams to the audience, they would introduce the audience to the teams. It would go a lot faster. So that's too bad for Louisiana. Ron's sense of humor is as dry as the Arizona desert, says John and LA. I just want to say that I resemble that. I resemble that remark. All right. So there's the dark beer. Look, everybody. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Michael Komarov? This is an atrocity. Look, everybody, at the dark beer. It looks like a stout, meaning dark brown, beige head, a little bit of lacing, but really not much. So that's it. You're eating breakfast, and that's a good idea. There's a cool, simple. Oh, start over. Why am I reading these when I can post them? You're right. I forgot. I was thinking I was on Google Hangouts. You're right. It's a nice, simple can design. It's got that classic macro look. Yeah, it's not like I was saying with all the other foolishness. Now, I wish it was a real, actual can instead of the adhesive. You know, it's just a cylindrical metal with the taped on label. But, you know, the company's small. They don't exactly have a lot of money. So cheers, Jean.
Cheers.
I'll give y'all a little aroma note. The aroma is not evoking all the spices. So in the nose, I'm not getting the vanilla, the cinnamon, the maple syrup. I'm just getting dark roasted malt. It's a simple nose. But the taste, whoopee, guys. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. Now, Jean-Pierre, we're going to show a screen share. You want to pour yours and show everyone? What are you eating for breakfast? Not pancakes.
I did some ham and fried egg with a little toast and butter, and I got some hot sauce on the eggs and the ham.
Oh, okay. I had egg, a fried egg with corned beef hash, diced onions, fried in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and black pepper, hot sauce, and a slice of bread with butter and strawberry preserves, 3 cups of coffee, and a Dawn Busters with whiskey, and a partridge and a pear tree. And
Whisky Scout, what's up?
Hey, not much. I finally got my computer to boot up.
Good.
Excellent. We're depressed right now, though, because Michael Komarov's not here.
Yeah, he said last week I didn't think he's going to make it. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, some people are strange. Some people are strange. They'll put their family and their friends and even their career over Stout Sunday, which I find
upsetting. Yeah.
I usually do. I usually do. This morning I didn't.
You know, these weirdos out there that have a life. All right. But welcome, Scout. What did I just say? Scout? I was about to say Scout Sunday. Welcome, Whisky Scout. And you're in Kansas. So now we've got Kansas, Louisiana, and Georgia. We're heading directly in it. Well, in a wiggly eastern direction. What do you have today on this beautiful, warm day? Haha.
Well, I went to Boulevard Brewing Friday and picked up a few things. This was one of them. It's called, man, my camera is really doing the suck today. Dark Truth. It's an Imperial Stout. It's 9.7% alcohol by volume and 60 IBUs. And please enjoy by 6 October of 2023. So,
And what's the ABV again?
9.7.
Golly. Okay, well, let me type that in. So,
the other one was 14.2, and I didn't feel like that this morning.
who?
That was too much.
So, Dark Truth at 9.5, right? 9.7.
9.7.
Yeah, 9.7%. Boulevard, Dark Truth. All right. Now, Jean, would you like to show your beer, and then I'll do the screen share?
Here it is. This is the Founders Porter. 6.5% ABV. This is a porter style, 94, outstanding on Beer Advocate. Nice look to the beer, as you can see. It has a nice little bit of silky head, not but it's very creamy. You look up top, there is a definite strong chocolate feel, smell, and caramel in this, but it looks like a stout, but it's not. It's a porter. Again, just looks a very pretty, beautiful looking porter.
All right, now let me do the screen share for all the viewers, and they can look at the website for a moment.
Of course, Founders have done quite a few good things I like from them. Of course, KBS is a good thing. I love KBS. I've tried. You've tried the chocolate. I've tried the other two variants, the vanilla, and what was the other one they had? Jay, I believe they had the vanilla flavor.
The Imperial. Oh, and they had the Imperial Stout.
Right.
Okay, so 230 calories. So if you're looking to gain weight quick, drink a bunch of these, and then you got it. And I can still get this, I think, for $8.99, and that's incredible for a 6-pack. Not a little stinking 4-pack. Pours a silky black with a creamy tan head. The nose is sweet with strong chocolate and caramel malt presence. No absence of hops gives Founders robust porter the full flavor you deserve and expect. Cozy like velvet. It's a lover, not a fighter, man.
And it's good with my breakfast.
Right, and I remember that time we were doing Stout Sunday, and I was going like crazy about Founders, and I was like, I was like mentally ill, and Robert the Whisky Scout was like, "You're going too far. You're cracking up." And I was like, "I know, but that's an unfortunate. I have a tendency to not have good self-control sometimes." Okay.
So, do I need to go ahead? I guess we'll go ahead and want to describe the beer, or we'll do that.
No, because we'll come back around and we're gonna do
All right.
Robert's situation here. Let me try to bring up the website first. Some of these websites, like Founders, loads right up, nothing to it. But some of them take all your memory away from your computer. Okay, this one's loading up real nice. Looks like. Oh yes. And isn't this one of the ones that Robert gave me?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Yeah, he gave me too much. But I mean, of course, I appreciated it, but I felt embarrassed. All right. So Robert's going to show his in that.
Okay.
And we'll.
Oh, I don't know if this was a twist off or a thing there. Do I want me to pour it and all, or?
Yeah, well, you can just pour it and give us a little initial. Now, if it's a twist cap, it should have the ridges already. Does it
No,
have
it's
ridges
not
on
twist cap. It was just hard popping off
okay.
there. It just was difficult. And you go into the Boulevard Brewing there, and now this is a Falstaff church key. But they got
Nice.
old Getz stuff in there. And I got an old Getz church key somewhere that come some of my dad's old stuff, I think it was, maybe my grandfather's. I don't know where it come from.
Getz Brewing. I used to have I still have my high school ID, and on the back I made a little poster that I would wear all during my junior year that said "Save Bernard Getz."
Wow.
Of Subway Vigilante.
Right.
Almost 2 fingers on the head, pour. It's black. Can't hardly see through it. Can't see through it looking through it into the sun over there either.
Man.
On the nose, you get the dark malts. It's not got a lot of chocolate and some dark malts. It's not brewed with chocolate in it, but it's got that bitter chocolatey note to it.
Hey, you want me to do the screen share and show people what their website looks like?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with it.
So here it is. Dark Truth Stout. And then there's a whole essay. Throughout the ages, man has been fascinated by the quest for hidden knowledge. We're not reading all that. All right. Some kind of Gnosticism or 9.7, 60 IBUs.
225.
It's available.
I don't know how to.
I don't know. EBC, European Brewery Convention. The color of the beer the higher
Okay.
numbers equal the darker beer. So it's only sold in 12-ounce bottles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to be they'd put them in bombers as well.
I think when you join the Freemasons, they give you a free bottle of this. It's like a gift. All right.
My dad was a Mason, and I'm not, but my dad was.
After you get hoodwinked. All right.
Anyway, there's like a faint peanutty note to it. It's not just odd. I've never really got a peanutty note before, but mostly chocolate, just like a little chocolate peanuts. But the peanut note is real faint in it, and there's just the dark malts. That's what I'm getting, mostly all on the nose. It's not much. It smells good. It don't smell bad at all.
Okay. We're going to come back around, and now we're going to do our part called Describe the Beer in Detail, which shouldn't take too long. Now, so mine, like I said, stout. No. Now, some people will catch a hissy fit over Founders and Boulevard because they got bought out by other people, and they'll be like, oh, I'm not drinking that stuff because they got corporate ownership. Okay. I'm sure you don't drive any vehicles that are owned by corporations either. That's good. They're all handmade. So the aroma is not too dynamic. I'm going to be honest. The aroma on this thing is sort of like kind of regular. If you want to say dull, okay. But the flavor, good job, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Good job. John's on that addiction again. Now, what I mean is his smartphone. I say smartphones are. I don't think smartphones are really that smart. But anyway, this thing is so full of sweet flavor. Cinnamon, maple syrup, vanilla. Well, I'm not saying I could sit here and take a sip and pick out all 3 added flavors. You know what I mean? And I can't. It's all melded together. It's like the dark roasted malt and then the additives, the flavoring. So it's kind of working together like a big breakfast concoction. The body's high medium. The mouthfeel has a velvetyness to it, or a syrupiness. The finish is mostly sweet. Now, usually, if y'all notice when I do beer reviews, I'll talk about, the beer finishes dry or it finishes medium dry, not sweet. But this one tips over into sweet, like say 55% sweet, 45% dry. It's not so sweet that it's like, gross. Sweetness scale, though, it's probably 4.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. You like candy? You like, or do you like, not candy, you like pastries? Y'all like pastries? You like pancakes? You like waffles with maple syrup? You like powdered sugar and vanilla and cinnamon? This could be one for you. The finish, bitterness level is low. If you want a bitter beer, you say, I'm a hophead. I got to have a lot of hops. Well, don't drink this.
No, it's not.
Don't drink this. This is going to have virtually no bitterness. I'm saying 1.5 out of 5 hop cones, and that's pushing it. So this is a sweet item. It is like classic dessert beer, or they claim it's breakfast beer. Like on Sunday, hey, it's Sunday, isn't it? So people get donuts on Sunday usually, a lot of times. So
you gotta have some salt. That's considered breakfast beer.
Yeah, okay, and some hot sauce and black pepper. Okay, now, so anyway, thanks everybody for watching me present this beer. I'm going to give it a high score when we come around. You can bet your bottom penny. Okay.
All right. So, yeah. And what was the ABV again on that one, Jay?
8.
Okay, that ain't bad. So. It wouldn't be considered an imperial, right?
No, I think it would be 8 to 10 being an imperial. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's just that these days we're so addicted to like 14% and everything that if it's under 10, we think it's not strong.
Bourbon County. Yeah. I saw
3
plenty
of
of
them.
the other day. I was at a store. Well, I'm trying to think what store it was at. Bourbon County. One place was $14.99. The other place, not Bourbon County. The Goose Island Bourbon County bourbon stout. It was like the one place I got it was $14.99. Another store I went to was $18.99. So, I didn't end up getting it. I was like, well, next time, but like, darn, for that price, little high, it went up a couple of places around here.
I can get the 2019, 2020, and 2021, all 3 for $10.99. All 3 for $10.99 a bottle. Yes, sir.
That's why I want to move to Louisiana. Maybe it may happen one day. I don't know.
Well, here we are. Here we are.
Yeah. So I'm drinking the Founders, as I said, while I'm been on the smartphone and eating my breakfast. I got another bottle I'm going to pour in. Really good porter, again, 6.5%. It has everything that has already been described if you look at the website. There's this definitely strong chocolate, definitely caramel flavor. And while I was, wishing and washing in the beer in my mouth, it has all those flavors that is there, and also is very malty, which is quite good.
You mean to say when you were swishing it in your mouth?
Swishing in my mouth. That's right. So, yeah. I got up at 10, what was it, 10 around that time, 10:15 before we went on the air. So I overslept, but we're just kind of good because I wasn't the weather here in Georgia. Yeah.
You don't want to know what time I got out of bed this morning.
So the brewery Founders obviously gets knocked a lot. And I didn't know, Jay, thanks for telling me. I didn't know who bought out Founders, by the way. If you know,
wasn't it?
I thought they're still an independent company.
No. Got bought out by wasn't it Asahi?
Oh, okay. The folks, okay, with the Super Dry. Yeah. I remember giving that beer to a couple of my former coworkers in my last job I worked at down in Mobile, and it's like, ew, this is a bad beer. I said, no, Asahi's really good. I said, well, all right,
I never see it. I'll be honest. I never see asahi around here ever.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of it here. Oh yeah, it's very popular, and we have a good Asian population here.
Well, you want to? Y'all do, but I have to go way down to Terrytown, I think, to find asahi. You want to let Robert do his presentation?
Yeah, go ahead, Rob, and I'll give you my score coming up shortly.
Okay, when I come back to me, I'm gonna call you out for something you said on Facebook.
What'd I say?
No, Jean.
Oh,
okay.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, it's
I don't think I've been on Facebook in a couple of days.
No, it's gonna be good natured, I think.
Okay. Well, there's something in here I can't quite put my finger on the nose. I still get the dark malts, chocolate note. I get a faint peanut note still, and I do get it's burnt sugar bordering on molasses. It's a
wow.
I'm not going to say it's like blackstrap molasses. It's not that strong, but there's like a sugary molasses note in there. I can't. There's just something else that, for whatever reason, I can't quite describe. But that's on the nose. For the palate. Cheers, guys.
Cheers to you.
Oh. Bitter. Skews to the bitter side. Definitely get more of the molasses note on the palate.
Yeah.
Get the dark malts for sure. Not really getting any of the chocolate notes that I seem to get on the nose and the palate at all. If anything, it's tasting more like a dark espresso coffee, that bitterness. Molasses, bitterness. A lot of bitterness in this one. Maybe a real faint, but it's maybe like a dried date or a fig in there, but it's not barrel aged, which kind of surprised me. It gives me that, or it doesn't say anyway. But maybe something like that, but it's real faint. I don't have the peanut note comes through either. It's mostly just real bitter coffee, bitter molasses, and dried fig date note that just kind of lingers in the background on it. That's about all I get on it. If you don't like bitter beers, you're not going to like this one. This one's definitely comes through in the bitter realm. That's not bad. It's just you better like bitter beers. And it stays bitter right now. It's still bitter it lingers with you.
It's kind of like the flip side to what I'm drinking. I've got the sweetness and you got the bitterness.
Exactly. Very much so. Very, very much so. But I still enjoy it for what it is. It's just a bitter beer.
That's what it is.
And that's about all I got. It still maintains a good head.
Look at all that lacing. My beer kept lacing for only a few seconds. Then it was gone like a pecan.
Yeah, it stays. Maybe like sometimes how when you eat pecans or, pecans especially, and you get one that's kind of got that tangy bitter note to it, a bad pecan that's kind of mixed in with the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get something like that in there. That's how to describe it.
Or like the pecan shell or that spongy stuff that's in between the meat and it'd be so bitter.
Right. Exactly. That's a good way to describe. That's kind of how it comes across. That's about all I got, boys and girls.
Okay.
What's the ABV again? Robert?
9.7, and it had 60 IBUs, and I think it drinks like it's got more than 60 IBUs, to tell you the truth. I don't know how to gauge that stuff.
Yeah, but those numbers can be kind of funny. Those numbers can be kind of funny, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you said bitter beer face. Bitter. I remind me of that Keystone Light commercial, the bitter beer face commercial back then.
No bitter beer face. They should have said. They should have had that guy. They should have had that guy drink like a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale back in 1980, 85, and they just said, no, it couldn't have been 85. Like in 1992, they just said, he might have died on camera. All right, if he thought that, because Keystone Light was claiming, it's not like other bitter beers such as Bud Light and Milwaukee's Best Light. I'm like, yeah. Can you imagine what they would think about a really bitter beer? All right. I drink mine down. It's all gone because it's so yummy. You could just knock it out in a snap. Now, I mean, we're talking about $16 for a 4-pack, so you got to think about that. It's not like you want to be running out and buying this all the time unless you got unlimited funds. I guess you could do it, but most people don't have that. But I'm going to score this. It is so good, man. It is so good. I'm going to give it this score. 97 out of 100, 9.7 out of 10. Yeah. So if you see it around, and I doubt you will because there was only like a couple of dozen reviews on Untapped, and Untapped usually got like thousands of reviews or check-ins for each beer. This beer is not listed on Rate Beer or Beer Advocate, but I bought it at Mathern's because Mathern's has so many rally cap beers. So I can just keep buying them and buying them. In fact, I bought one yesterday morning called Rally Cap. I don't know, some kind of ale. But anyway, I'll be much lower alcohol. I'll be addressing that soon enough. So now, as far as promos, so there's my score: 97 out of 100. Jean-Pierre said nobody follows college basketball until March Madness. I said, "Oh, really?"
Well,
see this?
Well, once the
Southern Illinois
tournaments, when you get to the conference tournaments, and of course when teams start playing, about middle late February, that's when people's interest in college basketball starts. We're done with football.
I was at Northwestern State of Natchitoches at Southeastern Louisiana University last night. I was at the game. I was getting aggravated at the game because I said to somebody else, I said, this is games. I go to these games so I can get irritated. I was getting so aggravated, but they did come back and win. So then I was happy, but I only paid $8 for that ticket. That wasn't bad, $8. So from Division I, NCAA Division I basketball. So
you drove to Natchitoches last night.
No, I said it was Northwestern State of Natchitoches playing at Southeastern Louisiana.
What can I say? That was a drive for you.
Yeah, I only drove like 37 miles.
A packed arena, everybody having a good time, right? I know college basketball doesn't sell beer at
Southeastern sells beer at their baseball games and their football games. That's for sure. Packed arena, more like 324 people in an arena that holds 7,400. So you can imagine. I think they were thinking about introducing the fans to the players because they thought it would be faster. But
what you're saying is you had stretch out in the stands room where you could reach out and just lay your arm.
Yeah, I couldn't understand it because usually they have a lot more people than that over there. But then I was thinking, the NFL playoffs were on, so people say, "Oh no, I ain't missing that." So, it was. They usually do a lot better in attendance. I'm not saying they filled the 7,400 seat arena up. No, they don't. But I've been to games where it was 60% full, but that's because they were in the conference tournament championship, something like that. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Good, clean fun. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and didn't get home too late. Had a good time, Now, as far as promos, Stout Sunday we're doing Stout Sunday. Jesse and Bumpy Road Brewing is doing the new beer tomorrow evening. I don't join that, but I'm not really I don't really like that format too much. But I mean, other people do like it, and it's not required for me to like it, and so they enjoy it, and that's what counts, if you enjoy it, Then Tuesday morning and so on, we're gonna do Dawn Busters, and here's what I've got. But before I get to that, Wednesday, we got beers for winter. Any beer that you think would be appropriate for winter. Now, if you think natural ice is appropriate for winter, I think you're going to have a hard time justifying that, but maybe you could pull it off. I have some beers that are really winter beers, like Cold Snap and Samuel Adams Winter Lager and Brooklyn Imperial Stout. Warmer. Yeah. I have a barrel-aged Brooklyn beer, which is actually not made in Brooklyn. And I tried it 3 times, and I hated it all 3 times. I thought it was disgusting, and it cost way too much. So I'm going to do it one more time, and let's hope my palate has changed. As far as whiskey, Tuesday morning at dawn, I've got this product that my friend David gave me for a Christmas present. It costs about $65 a bottle now. This is the Brooklyn Kings County Distillery peated bourbon, 90 proof peated bourbon. It's in a medicine bottle similar to Mogen David 2020, interestingly. But I started having some feelings about this beer before I even tried it.
That's whiskey, not beer.
I started having feelings about this whiskey before I even tried it. Thank you. This bourbon.
Sorry.
No,
I got a little anal retentive.
No, I appreciate it. I'm like you. I like to correct everybody. I started researching this product, this bourbon whiskey, and some things bothered me about it. Nowhere does it say straight bourbon. So I'm like, why doesn't it say straight bourbon? That's strange. Secondly, it says on the back, age 2 years or more.
Okay, it can't be straight bourbon if it's been put in peated barrels, because peated barrels are reused barrels. Any bourbon that has to be a straight bourbon has to be in first used barrels. It can't be.
Yeah, but wait. It's not peated barrels. They use actual peated malt from Scotland that they ship from Scotland. And secondly,
that's not corn then. That can't be corn. The peated is in the barley side of things.
Yeah, it's peated barley, but it has to be at least 51% corn. But any bourbon has to be aged in never before used charred oak barrels, or it's not bourbon. It would be whiskey like early times. So I couldn't understand it. I liked it. I like this product. I enjoy it. I gave it a good score, and I would drink it, and I did taste challenges and everything, all of that. But $65, I put this in a taste challenge against a $38 bourbon. It didn't win, and I put it in a taste challenge this morning against one that was $20, and it didn't win. So that's got me nervous. But I've only had one peated bourbon, and I didn't care for it myself. Now, other people may like it, but I'm like you, and it's just not. Couldn't even taste the peat. Like I had to strain. I was like, "Where's the peat? Where's the peat?" And then finally, one day, I was like, "Oh, there it is!" And then it went away. I was like, "What did they just get with Johnny Walker and ship some peated malt?" And it's going up tomorrow. If it doesn't win this tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. If it doesn't beat this, that's it. It's a failure, and it's already lost twice. And I don't know if it's going to beat it. I've got this cheapo, which was only $11. Yeah, go ahead, make fun of me, pick on me.
I'm not picking on you. I just think it's funny.
Age 4 years. Straight bourbon, straight Kentucky.
Yeah.
Bourbon. Hey, look. I'm gonna be very open-minded, but if it can't beat this, forget it. I'm gonna rate it F for forget it. Now, so that's it, you know. And then Fandango Friday coming up this Friday with liquor or liqueurs. So that's a lot of fun. So if y'all want to join in Friday afternoon and evening, Jean-Pierre, go, go, go.
Yes. I want to give my score on this one. I'm going to give it a same score Beer Advocate gives it. I'm going to go 90. Well, it's 94, but I'm giving 93 out of 100. As you can see, I pretty much finished it. I was going to go ahead and open up another bottle of this, but I'll wait, maybe do a rehash, of this porter. What I have coming up, hope you enjoyed the review I did of the Sierra Nevada big little thing IPA.
Well, I have it on my to watch later list, but yeah.
I have not done a video in 2 weeks, folks. I had some company, and it was just I ain't gonna go into that. That's fine. But anyway, here are the beers I'm gonna be reviewing coming up this week. Let me go ahead and grab them. These are. I also got a couple of beers that Wayne had sent me as well. And our good buddy Wayne. So here are the beers I have that Wayne had brought, and I'm going to review them. Okay. All right. This is the one that Wayne sent me right here. I'll be reviewing this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I've had
this out. So thank you, Wayne, for this one. Also, Wayne also sent me Trogue's Nugent Nectar.
Nugget.
Never seen that.
Ted Nugent is a guitar player.
Yeah. Cat Scratch Fever. Genesee Specialty Cran Orange. That's another one that he sent me. So he sent me these three. So I'm going to review them coming up this week. Also, I'm really excited. And I stopped at Trader Joe's yesterday, picked like two cans of these. That was the only thing I picked up. I did some grocery shopping. Trader Joe's is pretty reasonable. I always thought it was expensive, but pretty reasonable place to go do some grocery shopping. You know, that's a pretty good spot. You know,
You're right.
So that's what I picked up.
Oh, nice. You didn't find that?
I've had that.
You never had it?
I've had it. No, I've had it.
Yeah. So. Okay. I did I did another beer from them, which was the Vessel, I think it was, the HLV, the Vessel, the Heavy Vessel.
What about the? Did you see the red can, the double IPA that they have?
They have that, yeah. They didn't have it in the single section, but they did have it in their package in a case. So, and of course, Simpler Times, they had that. So, And finally, also, and Jay, you said this was an ice beer. I'm looking forward to trying this. Ice, baby. Right here.
Oh, yeah, the original ice beer. Oh, yeah. No, wait. Now, is that Aventinus Eisbach or just Aventinus? That's
Aventinus. That's just a Weizen double Bock ale.
Yeah, no, it's not an ice beer. There's a one they make called Eisbach.
Oh, okay.
Aventinus Eisbach, but that's hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll pick this up. So these are the beers, and of course I mentioned the porters. The Founded Porter, probably do a rehash on that one. So those are the beers I have coming up on my channel. I'm gonna get with John, and I'm kind of a little nervous about going out there and meeting up with him because of this weather being what it is right now. I opened up the door and I see the snow's coming down right now. So and he lives in Newnan, which is about.
Call it off.
Yeah, but I wanted to do something with him before he left, but it is what it is.
Snow's nothing but a challenge.
What's that?
Snow's nothing but a challenge.
Yeah. No, definitely, Robert.
I live in it.
That's what the people on Interstate 95 in Virginia were saying last week. It's nothing but a challenge.
All right. Yeah, that's because they can't drive. We don't have those issues in Kansas.
Yeah, they're not like Kansas people who are used to all this weather.
Yeah. I'm used to it in New Jersey. I mean, all you know is that slow down, don't drive like a maniac. Just go 1 mile per hour, 2 miles per hour, and that's it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You from New Jersey? Oh yeah, go have fun with John. Then you from
years ago when I lived in Louisiana, we had a little bitty ice storm back in the mid '90s. I was one of 3 people that showed up to work that day. I out of 200 people that were there.
It was so
I was like,
panicked.
what's the problem? I don't understand the problem. If I had not showed up to work in Kansas, I would have been fired. So there's a little, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm going to give this a 92 out of 100. I like it. I don't think there's much wrong with it other than it's got to like bitter beers. And for class, I can't see what it is. It's just a good imperial stout. I think the mouthfeel could stand to be a little thicker. It's a little on the thin side for me for what I think it is. Other than that, if you like bitter beers, you're going to like it. And I don't have a problem with bitter beers, and I don't find no problem with it at all. So that's my feelings for it. Have I had better beers? Yes. Have I had worse? Oh, yes. A lot worse. It's just a well-made bitter beer that's above average in my book. So anyway, as far as anything coming up, I'm getting ready to put a 2 terabyte hard drive in that other computer. Got to get me a Windows 10 download and see if I can get it fired up so I can start. That computer's turned into a complete and utter mess. So, but I'm working on it. And I'm not computer savvy, so this is a work in progress.
Brian Fisher, Thrash Metal Homebrew, now Thrash Life, he likes to fool with old computers. Huh?
I do because I have to, not because I want to.
Right, he just does it as a hobby.
Yeah, no, I'm not a hobby. I can do it because it's not incredibly hard. It's just time consuming, and I couldn't get it to revert. And I tried everything I knew, and then come to find out Windows 10 and that particular model and the reverts don't always work, and that's where I'm at. So it's just better off to start completely over with everything. So, and I'm going from a 1 terabyte to a 2 terabyte hard drive, so I'll have plenty of room for everything.
Living on that phone.
Yeah.
Any more promos or anything?
No, I bought a whiskey called Black Snake when I was up in Kansas City this last time. I've never had it. Some friends of mine have bought it before, but they had a different edition of it. It comes out of Scotland. It's a Scotch, so I get around to it. I might open it later today just to try it. That's about it.
Well, Sean LeBroy in Canada, if you can give us that article's link on Alcohol Legs on Facebook, I'm sure everybody would love to read that. If they bring back Meisterbrau. No, but I used to like Meisterbrau, but it was dropped so long ago. It's going on 20 years. They got rid of it.
We bought Meisterbrau in high school because we were broke, and it was right there with the cheapest of the other cheapies.
Oh, yeah. But it wasn't an independent company until 1972, I think. It was in Chicago. They had a brewery, but they weren't doing too well. Thank you, Sean. They weren't doing very well. And what happened was, like with a lot of these regional breweries, like Blatt's and Falstaff, Miller came along. Well, Falstaff was more of a national brewery, but Miller came along, meaning Philip Morris at that time. And they told Meisterbrau, how'd you like to sell your company for this amount of money? When they saw the amount, they said, we'd like to sell it immediately. And so they, but the reason they wanted Meisterbrau was not because of Meisterbrau. They could give a hoot about that. They let that thing die out in 2005. They wanted Meisterbrau because they had a product called Meisterbrau Light, L-I-T-E. It was a diet beer where they promoted it with women wearing leotards doing exercises, and nobody bought it. And Miller said, we need to rebrand this and make it where it doesn't taste nasty. And what they did was they retired football and baseball players on their television commercials. You know, tough guys drink light beer instead of a women's exercise beer. And we know what happened with it then. Meisterbrau, L-I-T-E, became L-I-T-E from Miller. and then it became one of the top selling beers in the world. Well, it was fun. I miss Michael Komarov. I bet you Michael hasn't missed 5 stouts 5 years.
Yep.
You know, if Michael misses Stout Sunday, it's a remarkable event.
Yeah, he said. I know he said last week when we was on here, he said he was not going to be here. I remember him mentioning that, but I don't remember the mention as to why. But
well, I got weekends coming up when baseball season starts, college baseball season. You know, I'm going to have weekends where I can't go because I'm going to be at the games. You know, or getting ready to go to the game at least. So thank you, John and Nile.
Yep.
You like cold weather? I hope so, because you're about to experience a whole bunch of it.
He's about to be immersed in long-term cold snap.
All right, we better get off of this because long term. We better get off of this because walking in this, we're gonna let Jean-Pierre call John and try to set up a hangout. And if you go over there, be careful driving. It's gonna be bad.
That's the reason.
All right. Well, thanks to Beverage Ramble for joining. Thanks to Whisky Scout for joining in Kansas. Thanks to you for hosting in replace of John and Nile. And he'll be back soon enough hosting, I'm sure, but it'll be from a different location. Rainy. -14. You can keep that.
My God.
Have fun there. It's like 12 degrees here or 15, something like that. That's cold enough.
It's 39 here and I don't like it. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I don't like it. Thanks everybody.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Y'all come back. You're welcome. Y'all come back. You hear?